Good morning, everybody, and happy May. We're finally in the month of May. It's the first weekend, it's Saturday, so I figured I'd take you all along the first week of May with me while I get some chores done, run some errands, and just plan out my month. So, I know I have some items that I know I need to get done today, and then I figured tomorrow I could use that as a cleaning day for around my place because it's getting a little disgusting, so I need to go and get that done. But I figured since it's Saturday that I know I have some stuff I gotta get done, and really exciting stuff actually, so very hyped for that. And I wrote a lot of the stuff down so that way I wouldn't forget anything I had to do. So alright, first things first, I gotta go to the library because I ended up watching Long Legs on DVD last night. I'll save that review for another time. But it was really good. So I need to go return that to the library and see if I can find maybe like another movie that I want to watch soon. I need to figure it out. I just need to see what's available. But I definitely know I need to return that movie to the library, and then I need to go, I don't think I told you all this, but in the next upcoming weeks, I'm actually going to be doing my first recital for Ariel. So if you're kind of new to all this or you don't really know what's going on, I've been doing lyra, which is literally you perform acrobatic moves up in a metal hoop up in the air. So I've been doing that for about almost 4 years now, and for the first time, I'm going to be showcasing some of those skills to a live audience for a recital later this month. So I'm very excited for that, and I've been putting stuff together. I'm doing something based on Stranger Things, so I'm going to try to find clothes that are kind of appropriate to the 80s. So I'm thinking for my outfit, I want to wear something that obviously I can move up in the air with and do my moves and not die. But at the same time, I want to keep it theme, because the theme is technically vintage, and I'm counting the 80s as vintage, so we're going to roll it. So I need to find pieces for that. So I'm thinking I'll probably go maybe to a couple of thrift shops and look there just to see what I can find. So that's that for, at least for trying to find outfit stuff. And then I know eventually I do. Like I said, I know I do need to clean, but again, I can wait until tomorrow. I'm not going to push it today. But I also know I got a bunch of books recently that I want to show y'all. So that's definitely on the agenda, to show off my books and put together my May TBR. Because right now, I am currently working my way through Gifted and Talented by Olivie. This book has been a brick to get through. If I want to be honest, I don't know if it's my favorite of her works, but there are parts that I love, and there's parts where it definitely picks up and I enjoy it, and then there's other parts where it lulls and I contemplate DNFing it. And I know it sounds horrible because I love Olivie. I will read her grocery list, but this is just a bit of struggle to get through, and I don't really know what's causing the struggle. So I'm hoping that it's at least in a good spot where I know I can continue to finish it. But if it's not, I may end up having to DNF this again. I don't know. We'll see where it goes. So that's on the agenda, is to try to get that book done this weekend. Now what else do I have? Oh yeah, I'm gonna go see Thunderbolts tonight with my sister, so that's gonna be fun. We got the tickets earlier in the week, and we're gonna go out to dinner beforehand once she gets off work. So I figured while I'm waiting for her in the meantime that we can spend the day together and get stuff done. And then, like I said, cleaning tomorrow, spending more time with family tomorrow, and whatever else I need to get done. So right now, I want to finish drinking my coffee. I want to try to maybe get like another chapter in, and then I'm going to start getting myself ready to head out and go run the errands I need to go run. Let's go. Alright, hello again. I've just come back from my shopping excursions and my searching and library visits. So I'm finally back. I am very proud of what I was able to get. So let me start by getting my library stuff. So while I was at the library, I was able to secure a copy of Vengeful by VE Schwab. This is the sequel to her book Vicious. And I read Vicious earlier this year and absolutely adored it. That was like one of my 5-star reads. I think it was my first real 5-star read of the year. So I was very happy about that. And then I've been wanting to read the sequel, so I'm very happy I got my little hands on it. So I'm definitely going to be reading this after I finish up Gifted and Talented. And it will finally motivate me to finish Gifted and Talented, which I'll catch you up on in a second. But I also did get a copy of the movie Morgan. This is a, oh my god, when did this come out? Okay, 2016. So this is a movie back from 2016. It has Kate Mara and Anya Taylor-Joy in it. I watched this movie one time when I was on a plane going somewhere. I don't even remember where I was going. I just remember watching this movie and being really shocked by the twist ending of this. So this is about a clone kind of girl played by Anya Taylor-Joy, and it's just kind of like, it's basically Megan if Megan wasn't funny. That's kind of like the only way I can describe this, but it actually is a very good movie. I have not watched it in a decade, so this is like a hopeful rewatch for me, so I'm very excited to see if my opinion has changed about it, but I remember it being good, and again, very shocked about the ending. So that's everything I got at the library. And then I ended up going into a community thrift store where I was finally able to find a good top for my routine. This is a sweater that I got that kind of fits the vibe I'm going with for the Stranger Things themed routine. So I'm very excited for this. So I could probably style it to make it a little bit more 80s, but I think this could work. I'll definitely try it out at my next class. And worst case, if it doesn't work, then I have a sweater for when I go to visit my grandparents up in Maine this summer. So there we go. And then this was actually an unexpected find. I found this really cute green blazer with shoulder pads. So I just saw this on the rack, and if you kind of see right here, this is just kind of like a nice casual little business casual top. This was like kind of an unexpected one, but I really liked it and it fits me well. So I think I might just like wear this to work maybe a couple times, like on a Friday or something, pair it with like a white top and jeans. Or if I'm going out with friends or family, that I can pair this up with jeans as well and just make it kind of cute. So I really like this a lot. So I'm very happy I found this. So those are the thrifting purchases that I got. And then I ended up going to my town's local mall just because I knew I needed to go to Bath and Body Works because I needed to get, so you're gonna see my haul for that. So I needed to get refill soaps anyway for my bathrooms and for my kitchen. So these were necessary purchases. And then I just got myself some more hand sanitizer, the spray kind, and then the gel kind with a little bit of moisturizer because I know my hands have been feeling a little dry lately, so I know I need to moisturize better. So yeah, definitely necessary purchases. And then I just ended up walking around the mall and I ended up securing a lot more stuff than I anticipated, but it's okay. So I was at Box Lunch, which is kind of like a little bit more of a happier Hot Topic, I would probably say, but it's a great store. And I ended up getting this really cute canvas tote bag for a Goofy movie, and it has like Destiny on it. I just saw this, and the more I kept walking around this more, the more I realized, you know what, I feel like I could really enjoy this bag and make use of it because I'm a sucker for a good tote bag. So I ended up walking away with this, and I'm actually very excited to use it, whether it be for groceries or for the beach or for the pool. So this will have good use in my life. And also I just watched a Goofy movie recently with my sister, like maybe a month ago. So it's just apropos timing. And then I ended up going to Books A Million just to walk around because I was trying to find some gifts for one of my friends who's graduating this weekend. So I was trying to find gifts. I didn't find anything for her, unfortunately, but I did find 2 books for me. I ended up getting a copy of Clown in a Cornfield because there's a movie adaptation coming out for this, and I actually really do want to see the movie, but I've never read the book, so I really want to read this. And also it's been on my TBR for a while, so I figured I might as well just give it a whirl, see how I like it, and then either go watch the movie beforehand or watch the movie after I'm done reading this, to be determined. But then what I'm really excited about is I got myself a copy of Nightweaver by Gray. So this is a young adult romantasy book that I found out about through Instagram. I follow the author and she's been promoting it. It's kind of a mix of Shadow and Bone and Pirates of the Caribbean and Bridgerton. So I've actually been really looking forward to reading this, and I've been trying to hunt down a copy ever since I found out about the book. And I'm normally not a romantasy reader. I don't really read fantasy or romance that often. I usually tend to go for young adult fantasy if I do, but this book stuck out to me, and the moment I saw a copy of this at Books A Million, it was a sign. That's all I'm gonna say. It was a sign, and I've been trying to put this rule for myself. Even if I'm finding a book at the library or whatnot, or at the bookstore, that if I keep seeing it, or if it's like the one time I know I'm gonna be able to get it, that the universe is telling me, you need to get that book. So I did, and now I'm very excited to read this. So yeah, this is Nightweaver by Gray. Yeah, so that's my little haul of stuff that I got today. I'll probably just film another video for all the other books I got and sort of break down my spring TBR. We'll do that, but I think for right now, I kind of want to go for a walk before I get myself ready to go to the movies with my sister tonight. So I'm going to put my stuff away. I'm going to put on some athletic clothes, either walk on my treadmill here or go take a walk around the block in my neighborhood, and then probably come back, shower, and get ready for tonight. So I will figure something out, but either way, I'm gonna get my steps in and be active and enjoy this beautiful Saturday. Hello again, it's probably about a couple hours later. I obviously took a shower and changed my clothes. I'm obviously still wearing a white top, but it's a different kind with jeans, so we're doing that. So yeah, went for a walk earlier. It was very nice out, so happy I got that in. And I was also listening to an audiobook, so I don't think I explained what I was listening to. So I'm currently working my way through the audiobook of How to Survive Your Murder by Danielle Valentine. I'm about 24% into it. So it's basically about a girl in high school who loses her sister to kind of like a slasher attack in a cornfield, and she's going to the trial a year later, but then gets sent back in time to basically kind of solve her sister's murder. I guess, I don't know, I haven't gotten to the time travel part yet. I don't know if I'm absolutely loving it. I don't think the narration of the audiobook is the best, but the story has been interesting so far, to say the least. So I'm curious to see where it goes, but I don't know, I think it needs to get a little better. And then I'm obviously still working my way through Gifted and Talented. I am now at 336 pages. It's definitely getting a lot better. I think what's really working for me is the character Lou, or Maria de Leon, in the novel, and her role has been very interesting. I think she's probably my favorite character right now, besides Jillian, one of the siblings' wives. So that's very interesting. I like both their characters a lot. And again, these three are jerks. I mean, they're not all jerks, but their actions are definitely morally gray. Again, it's gotten a lot better. I know I was a little hesitant about the book at first. Again, it still's not my favorite, but I'm pretty much almost to the end-ish. But that's not even close to the end, but it's close enough. So I'm gonna keep going with this until my sister shows up. And then we're gonna go enjoy dinner and go see Thunderbolts! Good morning. So, we did not get a chance to catch up last night. It's now Sunday morning, just for context, but I really enjoyed Thunderbolts. I liked that movie a lot. It made me tear up at the end, and it was very entertaining, so my sister and I had a great time, and I would highly recommend going to see the movie. It was fantastic. Before I jump into my reading, I did enjoy dinner last night as well. So we ended up going to Cantina Laredo for dinner, like probably like a couple hours beforehand, just so that way we could digest before enjoying movie snacks. And that food was amazing as well. So yeah, it was a great night all around. And then we just kind of chilled out at my place for like maybe a half hour. We just scrolled through social media and just vented about life and all that. So very good night last night. And I did take a little bit of time this morning to upload footage for this video and read more of Gifted and Talented. So I think I have I'm like at the 380 page mark. So I think I probably could pound this out today if I can. But what do I need to do today? Clean. But first, I need to drink this coffee. Alright, let's get the cleaning. Hello, it's later in the day, well, night, it's almost 11 p.m., but I'm going to do a quick kind of check-in with y'all before I crash out. So, I was reading a little bit more of Gifted and Talented, but then my camera ran out of memory, so I had to go pretty much upload the footage and then delete it off my camera before I went off to my folks' place, because we ended up doing dinner together, which was really good. I loved it. It was pork tenderloin. It was delicious. And we ended up watching the first of the J.J. Abrams Star Trek reboot movies. So we just watched that and we just chatted and it was a great time. Had a lot of fun. And then I came back here, got some laundry done, put my dishes away. And then I did end up finishing Gifted and Talented. I had about like 10 pages left before I went over to my folks' place. I was really disappointed in this. I'm not gonna lie. And it sucks because I like Olivie Blake as a writer, and I really loved The Atlas Six, and I actually did love Masters of Death and Alone with You and Eve, but this just did not do it for me. I think a large part of my problem with this book is that you could definitely tell that she spent a lot of time focusing on the character studies for the three mains here. But frankly, there should have been more dedicated to the magic system in this book, and it's almost 500 pages. This probably could have been somewhere between 300 and 400. I hate saying it because I know Olivie Blake put so much love into this book, and you could see it, but I didn't like it. And there were times that it just got repetitive and was saying one thing and repeating it in a different format 7 or 8 times when it probably could have just only been said the one time, or at least repeated once. But it didn't need to go on, and I think as a result, because the writing was so dense and flowery and repetitive, that I just kind of phased out and stopped really caring about what was going on, unfortunately. Anyway, there were characters that I did love in here, and their introductions into the novel and their progress and what was going on kept me engaged, at least with that. And again, I don't mind having morally great characters that is more focused on the relationships. I don't mind if that's what the story is, as long as there's at least good writing, and in a urban fantasy magical realism book, at least having a strong magic system. I still don't even know what the magic tech was in this. I was completely lost, if I'm gonna be honest. So I don't know. I ended up giving this one just a solid 3 out of 5, just to be aware for y'all. But again, this is not any sort of disrespect on Olivie Blake. Please understand, I will always continue to read her works because I do think she is a talented writer. I do see it. This book just was not my favorite, unfortunately. But if you are someone that does like flowery writing and focuses on character-driven stories, especially with morally great characters, and you don't need as intense of a magic system, this will definitely work for you, and I would recommend this to you. But it was not for me. Alright, with that, I'm gonna close up shop, and I'm gonna head out to bed. So, I think this was a successful weekend. I got a lot done. I ended up securing a lot. I relaxed. I finished a book. Even if I didn't like it, I finished it at least, so I can at least be proud of myself for that. And I am happy that I got to take y'all along with me. So, thank you for sticking around if you made it this far, and I hope you have a great night or day if you're watching this during the daytime, but otherwise, I'm gonna have a good night. I'm gonna go sleep now, so we'll sign off here. See you in the next vlog. Bye!